Hello, my name is John McGrath. I am the Research Manager of SOLACE, and SOLACE is the Irish Institute for Further Education and Training. We are members of ReferNet. We have been so since its inception, and we are very enthusiastic about what it represents. ReferNet is a very active network which includes every member of the European Union. It conducts surveys and analysis on all aspects of further education and training, and as such it represents a rich source of information on how every member state actually provides training and work experience to its young people. We have been reviewing our education and training system in Ireland over the last few years, and the existence of all these pieces of analysis, all these different papers from ReferNet has provided us with access to what is best practice in different areas of that across the European Union. And you can imagine how useful that is to us when we come to formulating our own policies. So it's long may ReferNet exist, is what we in Ireland say.
My name is Ute Bach-Schneider. I'm working for the Federal Institute for Vocational Education and Training in Bonn, in Germany. Our institute belongs to the Ministry of Education and Research, and we are dealing with all aspects of vocational education and training. My personal focus is on comparative research, and I'm now for some years coordinator of ReferNet for Germany. So this network, ReferNet network, is really very special, and I would say in the field of vocational education training in Europe unique. Of course, we deliver a lot of information for Cedefop that synthesizes, analyzes it, and contributes to the European monitoring processes. That it's very important to understand what is going on in Europe in the field of that. And on the other hand, it provides perfect contact to colleagues from all over Europe. It gives possibilities and a basis for informal exchange of information, for informal contacting, and this is also a perfect means to get Europe closer together.
I'm George Panagidis. I'm Director General of the Human Resource Development Authority of Cyprus. I'm here as the ReferNet representative in Cyprus. This is a role that we have in Cyprus for many years now. Our cooperation with ReferNet of Cedefop is a very beneficial cooperation for Cyprus. We are one of the cases where both the coordination role and the role of the validator and representative is actually in the same organization. And so our contact with ReferNet is multifaceted. It has been a learning trip for us all these years. The issues that are identified by ReferNet as relevant and timely relevant are very important for us as well. They keep us on our toes, they keep us alert on European developments, and we are very pleased to cooperate in a very, very effective manner, I could say, with Cedefop in this network. We all face similar issues in progressing ReferNet to further steps and benefiting the reporting procedures so that it can be accurate, it can be objective, and it can reflect policy at the same time. It's not an easy task, but I believe that we have all that is required to take this further, and I would like to thank Cedefop once again for this opportunity.
My name is Ines Sancha and I come from Spain. I work for the State Foundation for Training in Employment, which is a tripartite body which groups the public administration from education and employment sides, also economic ministries and others. And it also has the trade unions and the most important business organizations. Our main concern with ReferNet is that it groups the most important organizations dealing with vocational education and training, and it gives us the opportunity to exchange useful information, also of sharing best practices and how other countries are dealing with mainly the same problems all over Europe. And it also gives us the opportunity to meet people who have the same interest concerning VET, but sometimes also personal interest. And new ideas and new developments can have a start point in these meetings.
I am Horace Caruana. I am the national representative of ReferNet Malta. ReferNet Malta now falls directly under the permanent secretary of the Ministry for Education and Employment. There was a complete change in all the members of ReferNet, and the national representative of ReferNet Malta at the end of last year. And in last July, we were invited to come here in Cedefop for an induction course on how ReferNet works and on the work plan of 2016 that should have been spanned over a whole year, and we had to do that within the remaining months. Considering also that there was a lot of work to do because of the presidency of Malta in the first 6 months of 2017. I would like to express my satisfaction at the organization of this meeting, this plenary meeting, and at Cedefop's decision to invite also the national representatives here and to amalgamate a program to involve both the national representatives and the ReferNet members.
I'm Marion Biret. I'm the national coordinator for ReferNet Luxembourg. I'm working for the National Institute for the Development of Continuing Vocational Training in Luxembourg, and it's a national institution under the governance of the Ministry of Education, Children and Youth. I'm involved in the ReferNet since 2012. For me, it's a really good opportunity to work for the ReferNet, both because we can report of the development in VET in Luxembourg, and it's a good opportunity because we can learn a lot from other partner countries. We can exchange our best practice. We can learn a lot from our colleague from Cedefop. And then I hope that together we will help VET development in Europe.
I think this meeting has been really fundamental for our partnership, for the network, because we gave a lot of information about the work plan for next year, and everybody seems to be satisfied with all this information. It's also exciting. It was a very exciting meeting because we invited many people supposed to validate the report. ReferNet members are delivering to us, and it's the first time we have invited them, and actually they were extremely happy to be here. They gave a very fruitful input to the whole discussion, and we have explored completely the scope, the process of validation altogether. And now I'm seeing a lot of smiles on the faces of the partners. I have the impression that they are both calm and smiling, which is a very good sign at the end of a meeting, actually. You get the impression that they are satisfied, they are happy, and they are positive. And that's the value we want in our network. Many concepts came out also, like friendship, trust, communication, working in pairs, and all that reinforces even more the links we have all together with ReferNet and Cedefop.